In lesson 15, we're going to continue on with some double vertical work. Now we are going to incorporate the upper manual by utilizing chords. We will play within an F major scale, so the only note we'll utilize on the upper manual is the B flat. But we're going to take a chord progression from major chord 1 to 4 to 1 to a 5, 7, and back to a 1. In this chord progression, you have plenty of time to move between the manuals. You will start at a flat position to the instrument, move to a parallel left for the second measure, back to a flat position for the third measure, and a parallel left again for the fourth measure. A little bit different notes, but with the same body position. In 15.2, we're going to do the same chord progression, but in a different key. We're now in the key of G major, so the only note you're going to utilize on the upper manual is an F sharp. In measure 4 of this exercise, you'll notice that the right hand will split the manual between the F sharp and the D, but the left hand is actually going to stay on the lower manual with both mallets. So you will have the right hand splitting the manual and the left hand staying on the same. That means one hand's going to be angled and one hand's going to be flat to the instrument. This is a little bit different than the previous chord progression. You'll notice in that exercise, I played it a little bit faster, and when you increase your speed, it's a good idea to decrease the height of your stroke. You still want to make sure it's a nice, relaxed stroke at a medium volume. We're going to continue on with the next exercise as it's the exact same chord progression. Our new key this time is the key of D major, so we're adding a C sharp to the notes that we're going to play on the upper manual. You'll notice in the first measure, when I'm playing a root position D major chord, I'm actually at a parallel left angle. My left hand is splitting the manual between the D and the F sharp, but it's really hard for my right hand to play on the lower manual flat. That would create a really awkward feeling and looking position. So what I do is I split the resonators with my right hand. Mallet 3 on the A is just slightly below the resonator, and mallet 4 on the D is just slightly above the circle of the resonator. That gives me a nice parallel left body motion and good beating spots on all 4 notes. As you begin getting comfortable with the concept of moving your feet slightly and shifting your weight, you'll find that you will easily move around the instrument. As the literature gets more difficult, you're going to have to figure out some of these weight shifts on your own. None of them are black and white and rigid and absolutely have to be that way for every piece. Everything's going to depend on the context of the passage. So as you are getting used to moving, you can use that in your future literature to determine your best way of playing naturally and comfortably.